What action do you and your party intend to take upon to ensure that in the future corruption will not happen? And obviously, given that being a primary reason where Sri Lankans in general, adults, have migrated abroad because they have lost faith. So how do you intend to prevent this corruption and ensure to give hope and also make sure that those who are considering to go abroad to reconsider staying back and giving their full support?
So I have always been a believer in the fact that anti-corruption institutions, programs and procedures should not just be confined to acts of parliament. I wholeheartedly believe that anti-corrupt institutions, procedures, human resources has to be given protection by the Constitution itself. By that I mean, now take FR. The FR chapter is what you may call an entrenched clause. Unlike an act of parliament, entrenched clauses cannot be changed willy-nilly. That will protect its independence. That will, to a great extent, negate any political interference. That will make anti-corruption institutions standalone institutions, very strong, devoid of party political indulgences. So that's one aspect. Second, we walk the talk while being in opposition to make sure that practitioners of policies that led to bankruptcy were brought to book. There were fundamental rights application, and we got a verdict, 4-1. And also to tell you, once again, we have ordered private members' bill. I believe that's also proposed by Honorable Iran Vikramatne. Stolen assets recovery legislation. We have already done that. We have shown through our actions that we will not tolerate any corruption, and corrupt personnel, be it politicians, officials, or whoever they are, they will be brought to book. And we will conduct procurement, government procurement, through public digital platforms, so that typical crony capitalistic activities that are taking place right now is the Poonakeri floating solar project, where it was an unsolicited proposal, and floating solar project was handed over to a company that were solar panel distributors abroad. So that's a classic case whereby crony capitalism had succeeded. That will not happen under our administration. There will be no unsolicited proposals, period. All governmental transactions will take place through digital public platforms. Anybody bringing in proposals for whichever project will be publicized on our pages. It will be publicized. Person A brought forward this proposal, and this is the proposal. So that's very clear. So that competing proposals will also have its day. So there'll be very, very heavy transparency, responsibility and accountability in our governance process. And I understand your concerns with regard to the present situation in our country, but we will ensure that we will establish the requisite infrastructure in the governance process to make government more people-centered, people-oriented and people-led.